Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to share how I made the gameplay as shown in Devlog 1. If you are new here, please check the video of Devlog 1. The link is in the description of this video. This video is not a tutorial, but a guideline about what needs to be done to achieve what I have gotten as shown in my Devlog 1. There already are many great tutorials on YouTube. We will discuss them as we continue with this video. During the past few months, my goal was to explore the Unreal Engine and build a small yet functional combat game that can be adopted and expanded later into a complete RPG project. While I had modding experience with the Elder Scrolls and Total War series, making a game from scratch using Unreal Engine is completely new for me and beyond what I have ever done in making game mods. So I had and still have a lot that I have to learn. However, I cannot afford to pay for any game development courses. But fortunately, the internet has a lot of free resources to help me. My learning method comes in three parts: YouTube tutorials, Epic Games Unreal Engine documentation, and Google Gemini. For YouTube tutorials, here is a list of the YouTube channels that have helped me so far. And here is my learning approach. First, follow the YouTube tutorials, and then check the Unreal Engine documentation by Epic Games to know what kind of tools Unreal Engine has. And then, if I encounter any trouble to achieve my goal and cannot figure it out on my own, I use Google Gemini to get some insights for possible solutions. In my opinion, Gemini is a great AI assistant, but that is also because I know what I want already and have some basic knowledge about Unreal Engine already. Gemini can give you some helpful second opinions and suggestions about how you use the Unreal Engine. But if you just try to rely on AI to learn the Unreal Engine, you will get lost. So now, let's talk about how I actually made the project happen. I know I need a player character and an enemy character to be able to interact with each other through a combat system. Everything that I have done was completed in the blueprint. I did not touch any C++ codes, although that is definitely something I will have to learn sooner or later. As for the game assets such as the meshes, textures, and animations, most of them were from the Epic Games Fab Marketplace with the following exceptions. The player character's appearance was made by myself in Unreal Engine's MetaHuman editor. The 3D model of the sword that the character uses was also made by myself in Blender. The texture of the sword was also made in Blender procedurally. And then everything was then ported into Unreal Engine and added to my player character. The two orbs in the player hub were made procedurally in Unreal Engine by following Ben Cloward's tutorial. The item icons, as shown in the inventory, and for the potions, were AI generated by ChatGPT. For the player character, I made a game mode blueprint that can define the blueprints of the player controller and the player character. I also made the input maps. Astron's tutorials were the videos that had provided the basic knowledge I needed for this part of the work. The character blueprint was then brought to life by combining with the animation blueprint and is made with the state machine approach. Unreal Engine now has two approaches for getting animations to work for a video game character: state machine and motion matching. While motion matching is newer, it is complicated to learn for a total beginner. However, I am definitely going to give motion matching a try in the future. It seems this approach can make a very natural and lively character, if the game developer has a big enough animation library for the in-game characters. In addition, for the player character to interact with the other blueprints, such as the animation blueprint, interface blueprint was used. And for variables and functions arrangement, component blueprint was used. The very fundamental setup for the enemy NPC is very similar to the player character. The primary difference is making the AI for the NPC. It was done by using the behavior tree method. I follow Ali's tutorials to make it happen. Ali has many great tutorials. I also learned from him to make the damage system for the combat and the fireball magic. By the time I decided to make the potion system, I had gotten some basic knowledge about how Blueprint works, so I decided to try to make it totally by myself. But I had some trouble setting up the timer for the auto regeneration, so this is when Google Gemini's suggestion helped me. And so, the potion system was made by myself with a little assistance from AI. By the time the player and the enemy characters can work with the combat and the potion system, the core is pretty much completed. So I decided to give the inventory system a try. Melvin Tong's tutorial was what helped me to achieve my goal. And then I decided to wrap up the current prototype project with a working menu and make it possible to save and load the game. The menu was just made by myself with the widget blueprint, with the knowledge I learned from following Melvin Tong's inventory tutorial. As for the save and load function, by this stage, I have become quite confident with Blueprint workflow, so I decided to make this happen without using any YouTube tutorial. But the idea about how game save and load work was completely new to me. So I decided to try to discuss my confusion and what I want with the save and load function with Google Gemini. It was a 2-day discussion with Gemini, and the result was an exciting work plan that involved save game blueprint, game instance, blueprint interface, structure, and UI made with widget blueprint. It then took me a whole day to make it happen in Unreal Engine. And so the entire prototype project was completed. Like I said in the first devlog video, the journey does not stop in the prototype. It continues. I have been working on level design learning since I uploaded my first video. During the upcoming weeks, devlog 2 will come out, and it will share the current progress of the open world of my RPG project. But before devlog 2, other videos related to Unreal Engine and game development topics may be released as well. If you are interested in video game development and interested in knowing my progress, please subscribe this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.